There we go. Now it's working. I'm guessing it's going to probably come up as a second video, but oh well. Alright, so this map sucks, so it probably won't let me show you. But I will give you a verbal instruction of what we're doing. So we're flying to Marsh Harbor, and we're going from Marsh Harbor to Freetown. Hopefully the weather is a little bit, is not too bad. But yeah, so let me get the airport code for Marsh Harbor here. We can put it into the GPS. Menu. What's going on here? Clear. Flight plan. Arrow. What are you doing here, bud? No, I do not want to activate this. Okay. So, it's Mike Yankee Alpha Mike. Yankee. Alpha. Mike. Okay, enter. Flight plan. Yeah, we'll just do that. We'll just go direct. We'll go direct there. Enter. Yeah, we'll just go from there. I don't think it knows where we are though, because well, maybe it does. It's facing the wrong way. Okay. We got the compass set up. We got temperatures and pressures are in the green. We can head over to the runway and we'll do a run up. Well, our turn indicators are working. It's good. Compass moves, as well as the turn indicator moves too as we turn. I don't know if anybody watched the stream yesterday, but we were pretty much visual into this airport. We left from Fort Lauderdale, and we were pretty much instruments for about 90% of the flight, which was pretty. Whoa, better watch what I'm doing. We're about 90% of the flight here. It was fun. Yeah, it was fun. We didn't come out of the clouds probably till about 2,000 or 3,000 feet. Had the airport. Did have to did use our instruments quite a bit. So it was good. The weather looks not too bad here. I'm just going to turn on. See who's online. Jacksonville Center. Oh, it's my rudder pedals are giving me problems today. They're really jerky. Which direction's the wind coming from? Any wind socks around here? Alright, so what we're turning up here is 1700 RPM. Oils and temperatures are still green. Okay, so does come on. Check the left magneto. A little bit easier to see if it's at an even RPM. Drop a 50, back to both. Right magneto. Drop a 50, back to both. In a real flight check, there is a lot more to it. Just for our quick little going today, we're just going to do that. Grand Bahama traffic, Charlie Foxtrot Yankee Alpha is turning onto runway 6 for a straight out departure. Do a quick check here, nobody coming. I don't think we have any wind at all. Maybe just a wee bit of a right-hand crosswind. But let's check out that lines up. Okay. Rotate. And we're going to pitch for 70 here. Grand Bahama traffic, Charlie Foxtrot Yankee Alpha has departed the runway. And we're going to make our turn here. Grand Bahama traffic, Charlie Foxtrot Yankee Alpha is heading to the southeast at an altitude of 3,000 feet. Everything's still looking good though. Oil pressure is high. So that's temperature. Temperature is... I don't know why that always says that it's so high. It's weird. Switch up a wee bit more here. A lot better than yesterday out there, that's for sure. Up on 3,000 feet. And we'll start to push the nose forwards here to get it back into level flight. back to cruise power. And we'll lean out the mixture some here. There we are, ladies and gentlemen. See if we get the aircraft to kind of level out here. There we are. Check our cruise settings. Get the mixture leaned out. If I lean that out just a little bit more. Oils, pressures, and temperatures are all in the green there still. Just a little bit more nose up here. Watch out the windows, see if you can normally see if the aircraft is pitching up or down. There we go. Doesn't look like there's much down there for house to do that, or it just hasn't loaded in yet. Directional gyro is not lined up. I believe it's pretty close to it. Nice and green down there. I wonder how long it's going to take before once we get further south, when it starts to cool down. I wonder how long it'll be before we start to see snow. A little bit more power here. I'm actually going to set the heading for the autopilot just so I can look out the window there. Heading. And we'll set the altitude as well. There we go, now we can do some sightseeing. Hold on a minute. Alright, we're back. Work issues. Alright, it's still looking not too bad here. Let's just check the GPS. We're just going to adjust our heading a wee bit here, so we're a little bit more on track. 101 ground speed, which is not bad. Bring up the map here and see. It looks like we should be crossing over a small little island again here. Then another one when we... That's what we'll do, we'll just take a cruise. We'll head more to the left and see. We'll just follow the island over. But it's pretty nice out there. I don't have a 70 degrees Fahrenheit outside, I believe that's what that is. Fuel, we got lots of fuel. It looks like we're just below the ceiling though, if I had to guess. I would say the ceiling's probably 4,000 or 5,000 feet. Probably turn off the taxi lights. We'll leave the strobe and the beacon on. But it's looking pretty good. Weather's not too bad. I suppose I figured the water would have been like more blue in the game, but maybe that's just me. I don't know. I thought I remembered in Flight Simulator the water being a lot more blue. There's probably like a scenery pack you can get to make it more green. Not the clearest day out, but it's better than what we were flying through yesterday. Is it a road or a runway? Oh, just a road. Oh, there's a truck down there. Look at that. Isn't that neat? Little harbor in there. Check the weather, see what the weather's like. Yeah, it just looks like it's cloudy. There's any serious weather at all. The other thing we was thinking about doing is going from landing in Saint Martin and then flying from there to Panama. Then Panama down through the mountains and all that, and then across to Antarctica. That's the other thing I was thinking about, which I think would be pretty cool. Tune into Miami Center here, see if there's any 132. There we go, we're onto it. Not much going on out here, that's for sure.
Richmond 081 Miami Center, reset transponder squawk 4556.
57 miles from the other airport there. I should probably check out to see what the airport code is.
2956 instead of maintain 2000.
Yeah, I've had enough of that. Okay, let's just turn that off for now. We don't need them at the moment. But let's just take a look to see. We were going to Marsh Harbor. And Marsh Harbor to Freetown. That's it, wasn't it? Not Freetown. Governor's Harbor. That's what it was. Find the airport. Governor's Harbor Airport. So the code for that. Mike Yankee Echo Mike. How are the water effects in this game? They don't move like they did in the Flight Sim. And I was noticing this game, it looks like there's the SR-21 Blackbird, or whatever it is. I think that's what it's called. It'll be interesting to take that. We'll fly over, when we do our flight into North Korea, maybe we'll fly that into it. Have some reminiscence, wartime. What's that up there? Oh, is it a random airport out in the water, or what that is? Yeah, it looks like it is. How are we doing for fuel here? Still good, still got lots of fuel. Oil pressures and temps are all in the green. Just a nice peaceful flight today. Yeah, I figured there would have been a little bit more blue water. But like turquoise blue water. Which there still might be. Alright, just gonna turn here a little bit. I'm gonna turn probably 120. I think from our flight from, when we go from Governor's Airport we'll probably go to St. Martin from there. I think we might fly the, I don't know if we're going to do the 737, we'll do the, I think it's the MD-80 is the other one. Yeah, it looks to be, I guess, a runway out in the ocean. Huh. Oh, that's interesting. Guess that kind of happened to us when we were flying into Fort Lauderdale. All the scenery packs decided to disappear. Yeah, that's weird. Just a random runway. And the runway and taxiway, and that's about it. Lots of little islands out here. I can't remember what I read, but apparently the Bohemian Islands are some of the hardest islands to land on. Apparently they've got really bad crosswinds. That could be just me hearing bogus, but that's what I heard. That was weird. As soon as I picked it up, it was ringing. That is nice down there. What are we looking at? We are looking at 101 knots for ground speed, and that's we're cruising at about 96, so we're doing not too bad. When did I go live? I went live probably about half hour ago. We took off from Grand Bahama International Airport. We are currently flying to Marsh Harbor, and then we're going to go from Marsh Harbor to Governor Airport, I think is what it's called. Got some work craziness going on out there. Looks like maybe it's, I don't know, maybe it's, I don't know, I've never been to the Bahamas, so I don't know what the terrain's like, but that almost looks like it's fairly hilly. I guess this would be a bit of a weird spot. Like I said, you kind of in real life situation, you'd want to follow the islands because, yeah, if you ever did get it over one and had an engine failure, you'd be putting her in the drink. Kind of suck. So yeah, it does look like we're gonna have a stretch over water here. And then from there, we're going to be in a direct stretch to Mike Yankee Echo Mike. Just check the wind, so everything's still looking good there. But yeah, so we're going to come across to here. And then we're going to come straight down here. So we'll probably have a headwind there, so I don't imagine we're going to make great speed. But that's alright. What I think I'm going to do is we're going to raise our altitude to about 5,000–6,000 feet. 500 feet a minute, and once we get up to 5,000 feet, we'll full rich, full power to get up there. And we'll continue following this heading here. Gauges here. Pressure and temperature is still good. Fuel flow, we're using quite a bit of fuel, but that's to be expected. And we still got lots of fuel in the tanks anyways. And what I think we're going to do, we're actually going to go direct to the other airport. Yeah, so we'll remove that waypoint, and we are going to go to Mike Yankee Echo Mike. Mike. Come on. Oh, easy there, Mike. Yankee. Echo. Mike. Go. Enter. Enter. And then we're going to turn a heading at 150. There we are. So we've got a ground speed of about 108 knots. So we're pretty much not getting any advantage or any disadvantage here from the wind. 106 nautical miles away from it. And we'll hit altitude as soon as we're at 5,000 feet. We'll level us off. Do its thing. Just let us level out before we pull the power off. Bring it back to cruise power. We're going to run a little bit higher cruise power. Yeah, we got our leaned out. Power forward here, so we can kind of maintain a half decent speed. There we go. We are over open water there now. Let's see if we can get to the next island. We can do a bit of a loop around it and put her on the ground. We messed around with this to turn to follow the line, I'm guessing. Yeah, I'm guessing it does. Zoom this out to there. There's not much in here but water. We will be crossing over one island. Still got lots of fuel though, which is good. Check the weather again. This looks like it's overcast. Literally taking an in-depth look at this. Uh-oh, I don't have my seatbelt on. Well, that turns on the light or not. No. Plane's clearly brand new, never been flown before. I don't know what that does. Squelch, all that jazz. procedures. Huh. Turn that back on so we're on course. So we actually don't have full tanks here from what I can see, because it says that they should be 25.5 gallons on each side. Huh. .62 Fahrenheit outside. There's nothing out here. So yeah, I guess pretty much if you had an engine failure out here, you'd be putting her right in the drink. Because I think, yeah, even if... Bring up the map here. There's an airport there, but I just don't think... It doesn't show where the nearest airports are, I don't think. But yeah, I can't tell how far out that is. It wouldn't be good, that's for sure. Looks like we're just starting to come up in the bottoms of the clouds here. What we'll do then, we'll turn on the pitot heat so we don't pick up any ice. See how we're doing here. 106 ground speed. We're probably doing, from what I can see here, doing about 100 airspeed, so we're still doing not too bad. Looks like the ceiling is dropping though. No turbulence so far, it's a pretty smooth flight. And I'm guessing we're over top of a big rain cloud maybe? I don't know what that was, kind of weird. Oh. I think it's coffee time, so I'm going to go get a coffee. I'm going to be back in just a sec here. Just 1 minute. we are back. The plane didn't crash while I was gone. Alright, so we're still making 105 knots for ground speed. We're 80 miles out. Zoom this in a notch. And I'm going to eat my peanut butter sandwich. Alright, I'm back. The in-flight service was delicious. Looks like we are going through the soup here a little bit, so let's get on instruments here and just make sure that everything's still good. I notice we do have Grand Bahama Island, no, Freeport. Freeport is online now. Yep, we're in the soup. We do have the pitot heat on. Some pretty thick cloud cover we got here, though. Yeah, for the in-service today, we had peanut butter and honey sandwiches and a coffee. Good stuff. I don't know where MYGF is. I'm pretty sure that's the one we took off from. Or is that Nassau, maybe? Oh no, that's Freeport. Yeah. See if I can contact him here, see if we can get a weather. No, we won't even worry about it. I need mad. We're 57 miles out. How are we doing for fuel burn here? So we're burning about 5 gallons an hour. Let's back up to where it was there. So we should still have enough fuel to back. We're about 20 miles out. We'll bring her down to 3,000 feet. Start bringing back some power. I won't bring back power. We'll drop the altitude down to 3,000 feet. And I don't know if we'll be straight in for the runway or not. I have to take a look here at the map. Yeah, it looks like we'll be pretty much straight in for the runway almost. Should be good. Take it to see what the runway numbers are here. After looking at the maps, you do notice that there is quite a few abandoned airports in the Bahamas from the looks of it. Alright, so Governor's Airport. Where are you at? So we'll probably be landing, runway. And the numbers are worn off of it. So that makes it good. It makes it a good time. Should be alright though. So our next leg is going to be straight to St. Martin, which from us taking off here, I don't know if the runway is going to be long enough for a, I don't know if we'll find it, for an MD-80. We'll be about 1,000 miles, so cruising about a 2.5 hour flight, and then we're going to fly into Panama. We are running the engine pretty hard right now. Normally, we'd only run it cruise power would be about 2,200 RPM. We're running about 2,400, so we are running the engine a little bit harder right now. That's just to give us a little bit extra speed. Not much out here. Put the map back up here. We do have a birds warning up here. I'm pretty sure this one here is Nassau. That's where we were originally going to land, but we didn't yesterday. Everything is still looking good there. There is some hurricanes going through. I'm pretty sure they're hurricanes. I know just from the look at the map. They are map loads in through the Panama area, so it'll be fun to fly through those. If there is a hurricane going through the area, we might do a special episode and fly through it. So from clouds just to direct weather. I'm gonna take a selfie. Just taking a picture of my flight setup. Try it this way. So we're kind of just breezing the tops of them. It looks like we got broken and then... It looks like we're over, so we're cruising the ceiling right now, almost from the looks of it. 44 nautical miles out. Texting all my homies. Yeah, it looks like it's just a fairly thin. It's fairly broken as well, so it should be not too bad. This one here, from what I can see, it looks like that other airport's about 30 miles out, probably in around there. I don't think, if we lost the engine, I don't think we would make it there. We'll mess around. Let's see if we can cruise the surface of the water here. 800 feet a minute here. I'll watch for an overspeed there. Don't want to stress the aircraft. What we could do, let's practice an engine failure. Alright, so we've lost the engine now. We're going to pitch for 70. Pitch up just a little bit more. Pitch up some more. You want to hold 70, so and we pitched for 70 there. Full failure of every system possible. Except for the pitot tube, because you can't make that fail. Let's get an outside view here. I've lost the gyro completely now, so our horizon, we don't see that, the horizon on the indicator there. Almost 2,000 feet. We're going to do a started up configuration. Rich, your full rich. Turn that to off, and then we're just about to touch down. We'll turn all the power back on and fire it up. Still pitched for 70, which is good. Gyro there is now so far out that it shows that we're banked, which we're not. Please hold. let's get back up here to where we should be. Just gonna go to 3,000 feet. Get back on course. It was fun. But, so we got avionics on, the beacons on. We'll turn on the strobe. Don't worry about landing gear because this aircraft doesn't have one. But apparently it has a switch noise for it. Huh, that's weird. Okay. But looks like Freeport Center has signed off. But yeah, as you can see, like if you do have an engine failure, you can glide for quite a while. So your most important thing is making sure that you're on your angle speed of best glide, I think is what it's called. I can't remember now. But it's making sure, like in this aircraft, I believe it's 70 knots. It's just a matter of pitching there and staying there, and the aircraft will glide the furthest at that speed. Here. Yeah, it doesn't look like though that this scenery pack, anyways, has the turquoise blue water. Yeah, the water's Turkish water here. And looks like we're in the soup. We are on autopilot, so but I still will watch my instruments here. We still are climbing. We're going to climb until we get to 3,000 feet. And then we will level off, and then once we get closer to the airport, we can start going down from there. Looks like our compass is still not bad. I'm just making a small adjustment there. There's 2,000 feet. Now, as far as I know, I don't believe this airport that we're going to has the option for an instruments approach. Nope, it doesn't. So if yeah, if she's cloudy, it's going to be a little on the sketchy side. But from what we've seen so far, it looks like the clouds are about 2,000 feet. So what we'll do is we'll level off at 2,500. The instruments here. Alright, there's 2,500 there. So the aircraft should level itself out now. We'll bring the power back just a wee bit. Back to 2,500, and we will lean out the mixture a little bit until we do get a bit of a power drop. There we go. So it looks like we do have a bit of a headwind since we should be cruising about 112. We got about 108 ground speed, so we're right in it. We cannot see a thing. Yeah, it should be interesting to see once we do. I think it'll be fun if we can go into Panama. It looks like Panama does have quite a bit of thunderstorms. Doing an instruments approach on a thunderstorm. Well, looks like the clouds could be breaking up a little bit here. Still gonna watch our instruments though. Alright, so we are about 20 miles out there. I am currently at the speed that I want to be at, so I'm not going to drop power yet. Once we get a little bit closer, then we will. The aircraft should be turning here to continue on course. There it goes there. .72 degrees Fahrenheit, so which is still half decent temperature. We're about 10 minutes out. Alright, so we're down to 2,000 feet now, 12 miles from the airport, and we are still in the clouds. So normally this is, I'm pretty sure, pretty illegal to be VFR going through this. Don't try this at home. Check the map here. So the only tricky part is that we can't see. We'll try and update the weather, see if we can get some better weather. Nope, nothing. Once we're 10 miles out, I will shed some speed off here, and we'll bring it down to 1,500 feet and see if we get below the clouds. We'll bring it down to 1,500 feet now. I still have zero visibility here. Okay, so we're just breaking through the bottom of the clouds there now, 1,500 feet. Hold that there. Did I get the runway in sight at all? I do have the runway in sight here. I am going to hand fly it. Put in our first notch of flaps here. A little bit more power. We're at 1,300 feet. I can see the runway in sight. This is again another approach where we were in the soup until actually we had not bad weather when we started, but as we got close, the conditions deteriorated a little bit more than what we expected. We'll make our call. Governor Airport traffic. Charlie Foxtrot Yankee Alpha is on a 5-mile final for the southeast runway. I actually don't know what the number is. I don't know what you would do in a situation where you couldn't find the number. I'm sure there's probably information on it somewhere. So we are going to start to pull back some more throttle here. Go. Got her lined up for 70. Miles out. Another notch of flaps here. Feet on the pedals here. Got 4 white lights there, which, if I remember correctly, is that we're on the glide slope correctly. Push down just a wee bit more. Last notch of flaps there. These are the numbers. Some power here. You're at full rich if you're going to do that. Power back to idle. There we go. Yeah, this is a pretty big runway, so I think we should be able to get an MD-80. I think that's what it's called, off this runway here. Governor Airport traffic, Charlie Foxtrot Yankee Alpha is just making the ways down the runway. We are on the ground. Taxiway up here anywhere? There's one up here. We're just going to park in the run-up area. Governor Island traffic, this is Charlie Foxtrot Yankee Alpha. We are clear of the active runway. Alright, so what we'll do here, we can bring the flaps up. Check for a live magneto. Engine came back, that's good. Turn everything off here. And there we go, ladies and gentlemen. That was our flight for today. Our next flight is going to be to St. Martin. We're going to fly the MD-80. And yeah, we'll probably do that either... Probably do that one tomorrow, maybe. See how things go. If you did like the video, feel free to comment, like, share, subscribe, and yeah. So yeah, our next flight will be to St. Martin to land on their legendary airport, so we can knock some people off the beach. I want you to have yourself, you guys have yourself a great day, and yeah, we look forward to seeing you in the next video. See you later.